Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So this is going to be a B&M haul. I've not been to B&M for a very long time, so if you would like to see what I picked up, then keep watching. So hello, first off, excuse the hat. I've been wearing it all morning while I've been out running errands and stuff, and obviously going here, and I'm a bit like, I feel like when I take my hat off, my hair is going to be an absolute mess, and I've got a lot to do now, so I just thought I'm going to keep it on. I'm aware that I look like a Wally, and hopefully it's not too annoying for you. So yes, obviously I went to B&M. I am going to be sharing some Christmassy items in this video. I'm talking about things like stockings, etc. So if you are watching with children, just be aware, or maybe save it for later, because I don't want to ruin the magic for you. I know my content's not made for kids, but still, I know what it's like when you're a mum, or a dad, or a caregiver, or you know. And also, if you're not ready for Christmas yet, this video might just not be perfectly timed for you yet. So that's the housekeeping out the way. Some of these items I've actually purchased for the shoebox fairies. I started this last year when they got in touch with me, and they're local to me, so they cover like Wigan, Manchester area, which is obviously nearby to me, and they put together shoeboxes for people within those communities for Christmas. And I did it last year, and obviously it's something that I want to continue because I think it's really important. So I have a few items for that. The rest of the items you'll probably see in a future vlog that I've already filmed, but it's not due to go live yet. Yeah, so if you see some bits, I'll walk you through those anyway, but it's just so you're aware really, because it might seem a little bit random if I didn't tell you otherwise. I got a very big bag. I actually got this Avengers bag because Stan is obsessed. So I thought I would get that one. So it was all in here, fairly, it's not a huge haul, but I just got some more some pricier items, just given that there's a few stocking fillers and things like that in here. For anyone that's not in the mood for Christmas, I will put all the non-Christmassy items first. There isn't many, and then if you do want to click off after that, then you're more than welcome to, obviously. So first things first, I've never seen these, and obviously I know that these are an American breakfast delicacy. I don't know, everybody always talks about Captain Crunch, or you say like Captain, I don't actually know how you say that. Captain Crunch, that way. That was terrible, so we're not going to talk about that again. But there's the original one, there's a peanut butter one, and then there's a all berries one, whereas this is a Captain Crunch. I'm going to stick with Captain, I think. Berries as well, so it's a mix of both. And Bill is at that age, if you have a child that is like 9 or 10, and possibly a bit older as well, because I feel like they hit that stage, let me know in the comments if your child is also obsessed with American culture. So like what American sweets are available, like candy and chips and chocolate and all of that. Like, he's just obsessed, and anything like that just really excites him. And I thought I would pick this up, and it's full of sugar and was more expensive than cereal that we can get here, but I'm a sucker, so I got that. I picked up a Bold Spring Awakening, because this was £2 something, reduced from like £3.99. I have no idea why, it might have just been on offer, but I really like this one, and I just thought I would grab it because, you know, it makes sense. And I must do about 50 million loads of laundry every day in this house. I picked up some Galaxy Light hot chocolate pods, because we have a Dolce Gusto machine that lives in our utility room, and I worked with them around this time last year. And it was great actually, because I got to give one away, which was fun. But I like it for hot chocolates and fancy, like, you know, like the Starbucks toffee nut latte. You can get those pods from like Tesco and stuff, and it's amazing for that as well. But these are only 36 calories each, and I have noticed that a lot of them are quite like super sugary. These are low sugar. Like, I don't like things too sweet anyway. And I thought I would just give those a go, see if they were nice. I have, oh, these, I've seen these shared loads, like on TikTok mainly. And they are the Mayflower Fresh Instant Noodles, I said that weird, didn't I? Chili flavour, and they're ready in 3 minutes, and you just kind of cook them, I think, in the microwave. And yeah, it's a bit jazzy. So for half a portion, it's 200 calories, so half of this pack. Although I imagine a lot of people will be like half of that pack, because literally that's how much noodles you get. You don't get very many. But I thought me and Mark would like those, like for lunch or whatever. And I also picked up a bowl noodle, and this is spicy chicken. I really do enjoy these. I add like veg to them, a bit of sesame oil. Some people on TikTok also add grated cheese, which I've tried, and it's actually a taste sensation. It's really good. Or an egg is good with them as well, but sometimes I just pick them up because they are quite nice for a lunch if you just fancy something quick and warm. Pepperonis, I can't say much more about these other than my children are absolutely obsessed with them. This excited me. It's the Carex Fun Edition Gangster Granny in the scent Butter Candy. It smells like Werther's Originals, which I'm guessing would make sense with butter candy. That's really nice. Oh, it smells really yummy. It's made me want to wear this. And then I picked up these. Now, I don't normally buy these because obviously, like, there's plastic in them or whatever, but they were new limited edition ones, and my kids were always asking me for these milk straws. So I got birthday cake, and I got jelly and ice cream just as a treat. So yeah, I'm sure they will enjoy those. Stan's really going through a phase at the moment where he's just obsessed with milk, so I know that they will go down very nicely. I'm just going to move these to one side so I can get the next lot of stuff. Okay, so the next items are homey items, or like Christmassy items, but they're not like necessarily as presents or anything. They were just Christmassy bits that I picked up because it's in the run up to Christmas. The first thing I got were these Betty Winter's Red Christmas edible decorations. They have loads of different ones. I'm gonna try and get it to focus on that and not me. Can you see them? They're very, very cute, and these were only £1, and I just thought they would be really handy for the run up to Christmas, making like sugar cookies and that kind of thing. I picked up this Fabulosa. I've not bought a Fabulosa in ages, but this one's called Perfect Christmas Tree, and it's a nice big one. It makes 25 litres of disinfectant, and it looks like this, but it really does smell lovely. I love that, you know, that piney scent. It's beautiful, but it is like piney, but not, does it say any like scent row on it? No, why do they never do that? I feel like they should, like perfume so I can describe it better. It's a bit like piney, it's a bit like, I feel like a little bit vanilla-y, and there are other scents in there, but it's so nice, and I just thought, why not? That'll last me ages as well. So I picked up one of those. Packaging stuff, I've got these to show you here. They're not up here because they're huge. The first thing, I got some money wallets, just for like gifts as for in a pack. So my youngest cousin, who's also my goddaughter, I tend to get her like gift cardy type things because she's a teenager now, and I don't want to buy her something that's potentially deemed uncool. So they're handy, and then obviously Bill's like really into Fortnite now, so an obvious gift for him would be like V-Bucks and stuff that you can, like a gift card for that, and I just thought it would be useful to have. And even if we don't use them all like this year, obviously we keep all of our wrapping stuff together, so we can repurpose them in future years. So I picked those up, and they were £1 for 4, which I thought was really good value. While we're on the topic of cards, before I grab those beasts, I got 2 sets of 40 Christmas cards, with the view to hopefully this year it would be okay for the kids to do Christmas cards for their classes. I know our school last year said no to that because of COVID, and I don't really know what the rules are. I mean, it's not been mentioned, but also I just kind of felt like it would be a really nice thing for them to do, to just give them their friends and stuff, and a bit of writing practice for Daisy. And they were only £1 each for 80 cards, so that's £2 for 80, which I thought was great value again. And then finally, before I get those things, I got this, which I was really happy with. It's 30 metres, so 10 metres each, I think, for £1.50, and it's Christmas tape. So I don't know if you can see, but the top one says Merry Christmas, the middle one is like candy cane, and the bottom one is ho ho ho. But I just thought it would like jazz things up a bit, or like close, you know, like when you tape shut a gift bag to keep it all safe and stuff. I thought they were really nice, and a little bit different, because I've never really seen anything like that before. So I got those, and then finally I got these gift bags. I was so impressed by these because they were £1 each, and they are like, I could probably fit in them. I don't know how I'm going to be able to show you quite how big it is. This is the first one. It's got Father Christmas on, and it says ho ho ho. I'm trying really hard to show you, but £1, I just thought that was brilliant. And if you follow me on Instagram, you might have followed the saga of me trying to get my hands on the giant Aldi sloth for Stan for Christmas, and I managed to get one, and then we were left with the conundrum of how to wrap it. I'm still toying with maybe wrapping every limb like individually and trying to join it all up so it's just there in a giant sloth shape. But that honestly is going to take quite a lot of time, and it's nice to have a backup. So I've got this one, and then I also have another, because sometimes the kids do get larger presents, which when it comes to wrapping paper, you end up using like a whole roll on them, especially the younger kids. Smaller kids, the piles get smaller and smaller, but like generally more expensive, don't they? But this is the other one, and this is like a landscape one. But they had a few different designs. They had some like pink ones as well, and this, that and the other, but I got these. I was really pleased with them for £1 each. I just thought they were so good value. Next up, what can I show you? Let's go on to these little snacky bits. The first thing I found were these snowman mallows, like marshmallows, which I'm going to save for hot chocolates, I think. It's going to be quite tricky to show you. There's one here that you might be able to see, and they're just so cute. You could put them on top of cupcakes, you know, just some frosting and then a little snowman, so it's like a melted snowman cupcake. You could put them on cookies in a similar way with icing, and then the snowman, so it looks like he's melted. And then obviously like hot chocolate is the main idea that I thought they would be good for, but I just was really impressed with them. They also had little penguin ones. I was going to say robin, but not robin. So they were only £1. I got these because they just enticed me. Terry's chocolate orange crispy oranges. I think these are a little bit like orange Maltesers, in all honesty. I mainly picked these up from Mark because he loves like chocolate orange, but they were quite cool. And then I also got the After Eight delightfully minty dark chocolate bites as well, and I will still put these in our Christmas cupboard, but I do feel like that will get broken into the closer we get to Christmas. And then the final two Christmassy items that are like miscellaneous are these. So this was £3, and it is this gorgeous burner. I've had my Halloween ones out for obviously the last month, but I put those into storage now. But the older burners that I've got, I don't know if you noticed this, but over time they like this bit here kind of like starts to wear away a little bit, and it's harder and harder to get the wax off. And I always feel a bit wary of like over burning them, if you know what I mean. But for £3, it's going to cast a little tiny Christmas tree, a little circle lights everywhere, and I just thought it was absolutely adorable. And I feel like this would make such a lovely gift if you bought this, added a few tea lights and then a few little like wax melts, your favourite ones, and just added those all together in a little, like, you probably stick it all in there and then just wrap it up for like a friend or like a colleague or something like that. I just think they would look lovely. I'm kind of annoyed now that I didn't think of that while I was there and then buy some, but yeah, they are fab. That's really, really nice quality. I was really, really impressed with that. And then the final thing that I picked up in the miscellaneous section was these Airwick mulled wine with clementine and spice plugins. They have essential oils and last up to 200 days depending on what setting you put them on. And yeah, they're free from I can't even say that, and acetone, something else in acetone, and they're all like natural oils and stuff. But I quite like these at this time of year, so I picked those up as well. And then I will show you the bits for my shoeboxes, and then I'll show you what I picked up for the kids. Okay, so as I mentioned before, the shoebox fairies are based like in Wigan, Manchester area, and I did this last year and I'm just doing it again. So I've chosen to do 3 shoeboxes again. I've done one for an older lady, a teenage girl, and a little girl, like say Daisy's age, purely because like I am also a lady and I feel like I could do those categories a bit more justice. They have loads of advice and ideas and stuff on like their website and Instagram and things like that, so if you are say local to me and you also want to get involved, I'll leave all that down below. But this is just what I picked up to top up what I already have. So for the older lady, I bought this set. It's a thermal hat and thermal insulated gloves because well, I think they're a great addition at this time of year, like keeping someone nice and warm. I've got a mix of essentials and like nice little items in these boxes, so there are a few treats and then there are also some practical things, and these are on the more practical side. I went for like this charcoal grey shade because I felt like it would be like more versatile with like different outfits and things like that, and I just think obviously the main thing you want is to be warm when it's cold, so I picked those up. I also got each of my boxes a hand sanitizer just because again I think that's quite a practical one. They had some really, really cute little designs actually. I think I'm going to do the penguin for the little girl, the polar bear for the teenage girl, and then this one that says shine bright for the older lady. They were £1 each I think, and I just thought they were fab, and they attached to like bags and stuff, which again quite useful. I mainly have here now stuff for the little girl because I was lacking, but another box I'm doing also is a baby box for them because they do that all year round, and I saw this little teether which was, I think it was only £1 actually, but I thought that would be a good addition for my baby box, so I picked that up. And then the rest of the stuff is all for the little girl because I didn't have as much for her. While I was out, I also picked up some hot chocolate sachets for the teenage girl and the older lady, and I also picked up a mini Christmas pudding from M&S as well for the older lady. And I just need to go through after I film this video, get everything in the boxes and see if there's anything missing, and then obviously I can go and deliver them to you where they need to go. But for the younger girl, I had already bought her a colouring book, so I bought some wax crayons as well. I went for wax crayons because they didn't require like to have like a sharpener on you all the time, and you got like 24 colours in a pack, which is a little bit better, plus they're quite compact for the shoebox. I got her a LOL colour change surprise little sister. I thought that would be really fun to open, like Daisy loves LOL dolls, so I kind of just went with that concept. I got some of these spiral hairbands. We love these in this house because they stop your hair from like denting when you put them in, so I picked those up. I got her these putty mix-ups, so they're slime or putty, and you add your own like glitter and like contents to them, and then you mix it all up and make your own like sparkly slime, which I just thought was really good fun. They were £1.99 each, and I've got 3 different ones also for the kids' stockings, which I'll show you in a second. But this is glittery, like a glittery lilac purpley colour, and then it has iridescent sequins and a giant rainbow to put in, and I really liked that one, so I got her that as well. I got a set of 3 mittens because I don't know about you, but my kids lose their gloves and mittens all the time. Mittens are always easier to put on, and these are really cute actually, so 3 different pairs to keep her warm as well. I have some toothbrushes for her already, so I wanted to get some little teeth toothpaste because it would just be a little bit like gentler. Like my kids don't like the adult ones because they're too spicy. And then finally I got this instant hot chocolate and marshmallow cone for £1.29, and again I just thought that would be a really nice addition. So that is probably hers done now with all the other bits I've got as well. And then on to little presents and stocking fillers for the kids. So I'll start with these slimes because I've just run through those again. This one again is like a lilac shade, and it has like sparkly pink and purple and silver and blue stars in, which I thought was quite cool. I think I'm possibly going to give that one to Daisy. This bright pink one with the weird balls, like little spiky rubbery balls, that's for Stan, because I just think he'll really like the texture of them. And then for Bill, I've got this blue one with loads of like different colour glittery bits in the top as well. So that's a stocking filler each, and for £1.99 respectively for each of those. I thought that was really good value. For Bill's stocking, I also got a Zoru Smasher Lava Surprise. It's like a slimy thing and a collectible, this one, but this was £4 something, I think. And I always try and operate like on the idea that stocking fillers, I don't want to fill them with too much stuff that's going to get like wasted or not used. I'd rather put like little tiny toys in there, or socks and underwear, or some like little snacks and stuff in there, because then I feel like more confident that I've not wasted too much money. I got Daisy one of these little LOL colour change surprise as well because they were £4.99, and I thought again that was quite reasonable. And then finally for the stockings, I got them all one of these as well, because I just thought they were fab for £1.29. And if they want to, they can add some of those sprinkles that I got on top with some whipped cream as well, which we generally have in at this time of year for hot chocolates anyway. So that is another stocking filler. And then the final two items, when we did the letters to Father Christmas at the weekend, obviously I love doing that because I love seeing what the kids come up with and stuff. But Stan was really specific that he wanted another Lenny, a sloth, that's what he calls him. So obviously I've got that giant one. And he wanted a car set, like a Hot Wheels type thing, which we had on our list anyway, so it made us feel amazing. And then he wants a doggy that he can walk with a lead, but that isn't real, because I was like, you sure you want that? Because you've got a real live doggy. And he was like, no, I want a toy one. So we've added that to the list. And then he was really specific. He was like, I want a little bear with a bow, a little one. And I was like, Mark, I have no idea where he's got this from. And he said that to my mum, and he said that to my grandparents as well. So it's obviously something that's on his mind. And then I saw this Buddy Bear for £3, and he's indeed a little bear with a bow, and he is quite little. I hope it's little enough. But yeah, so hopefully this nails it, because otherwise we're screwed. You know, when they come out with something really specific and then you just worry that it's not going to be what they'd hoped for. Anyway, final thing, I thought this was an absolute bargain for Daisy, and this was £4.99 reduced. And it's a Barbie, Chelsea and the Lost Birthday, and it's got a little puppy and a swimming costume, and I just thought she would love this. I almost toyed with getting one of these for the shoe boxes as well, but it wouldn't, the packaging's too long, which was really, I was gutted about that, but it was a good bargain. And what we decided to do, because Daisy used to have, can't confirm and tell you my life story now like I always do. Daisy used to have a wooden kitchen and a wooden doll's house, like little dolls, in her bedroom that she's probably had since she was about 1 or 2, and it had lots of use out of it, but it's just been sat in her bedroom now, taking up space for a long time. And you know, like the kids are quite relaxed with who goes in whose bedroom, so like Stan played with it from time to time, like last year, but now it honestly is just sat there, and she has a whole box under her bed of like food and stuff, plastic food that you can play with, and it just wasn't getting used. And I asked her at the weekend, because we were doing loads of clearing out ready for Christmas, like, do you still play with this, or could we pass it on to children, you know, who like don't have one, and take it to like a charity shop or something like that? And she was like, no, I really don't play with that anymore. I prefer to play with like my Barbies and my dolls, you know, like babies and stuff. And I did toy with keeping the house, like thinking, oh, maybe that would work for the Barbies, but like the levels of the house are like this tall and Barbie's like this tall. And we were umming and ahhing, because one thing that the kids really like to do is like role play with these dolls. Daisy and Stan play together a lot in that way. But Barbies, they always get frustrated because they're like, oh, they don't have any beds and they don't have a house and this, that and the other. And obviously the main present that everybody seems to go on about every year is that Barbie dream house that costs like 300 quid. And we just could not justify that at all. But we found a cheaper one on Argos. It's like a wooden one as well, which is quite nice. It's still brightly coloured and fun, and it's almost like a knockoff version, if you will, or like a dupe. But that's £100, which is still quite expensive. But we figured, like, we knew they'd both get loads of use out of it. But alongside that, obviously £100 is a lot of money, so I've been trying to think of like ways where we can like stretch our budget to try and like get a few extras as well, and they can both play with it and stuff. But to find this for £5 was just like, what a bargain. And she obviously, she like has Barbies anyway, and she has like a whole box of them now under her bed, and like all the accessories and stuff. But it was just nice to find something like this, and I might try and find like another cheaper one, maybe like a Ken, just to sort of like go with it. And we've got her a few other little bits as well, and obviously she's got things off like family members and stuff, but it was just a steal. And I'm really excited about that, because I think she's going to love it. She's one of those children that very much plays with the same sort of thing all the time, and I feel like this will add to what she already has without duplicating too much of what she already has, if you know what I mean. So yeah, and that is everything. I'm sorry about rambling at the end. I'm feeling a bit like out of sorts this week, so it's probably just nerves. But I hope you found that useful. Thank you so much for watching, and I will hopefully see you all very, very soon.